Hello, welcome to another episode of Behind the Roast. In this episode, I'm so happy that we are going to visit a farm that I helped start in Ethiopia, Gesha Village Estate. We're not visiting the farm, but we're very specifically going to Addis Ababa, where the cupping lab is. And then we will visit the export processing warehouse. So that's the warehouse where the magic takes place to make the coffee lots ready for shipment. You can see behind me, you can see a beautiful vacuum bag, 7.5 kilos, vacuum packaged Gesha Village coffee. And that coffee is sorted and screened to the utmost detail. And to get that level of finesse, that is really necessary to be able to demand these hefty premiums that the buyers of Gesha Village Estate pay for these wonderful beans. Now, in this episode, I'm also going to share some of the aspects, the steps specifically that take place in this processing warehouse. So that will be really interesting. So you can learn about the importance of this screening of the quality before the coffee ships out. We are back at Gesha Village Estate, but now we're visiting the quality lab where all the quality inspection is going on. Right now, they are doing the selection for the auction of this year, which is the 7th or 8th auction. Gesha Village has been productive for 10 years. It's a really great highlight. I'm involved as a cupper. I'm one of the co-founders of this beautiful farm. And in this episode, we will meet Bahailu Samrat, and we're going to visit also the processing warehouse and the brand new roastery where a Giesen roasting machine is being installed. So this will be a lot of fun and very educational as well. So here, let's see. Hey, Bahailu, how are you, my friend?
Okay, here we are doing like the sample processing. Like we do like sampling here. We inspect for like some kind of like defects. We sort out it, and then also we do our roasting in here. This is like our quality lab. We do also like the roasting and our sampling processes. And then here we do, this is like our cupping session. We do like the cupping according to the SCCA protocol for all our samples. So we do cup and then we grade it and then we grade our coffee and then we send to our customers. This is our cupping lab.
So here I'm with Bahailu at the cupping table. This is the final batch of samples that we need to inspect for the upcoming auction. So what's your impression so far, Bahailu?
It's like really great. We have a couple like an amazing coffees like so far.
And so I smell some of these coffees have some level of processing. What is your philosophy on these experimental processes?
Yeah, we do like a lot of experiments, but especially like we do like anaerobic fermentation, mosto process, semi-anaerobic.
Now, I'm going to stop you there because that was a major trend a few years ago. Now, is it right that buyers are more interested in clean, sparkling, refreshing, washed flavors and really clean natural flavors?
Like 100%. They are like looking for these particular coffees like from us. And
okay, why don't you get started? Because I don't want to keep you away from your job. I'm going to also smell one of these samples myself. So what is your impression on that sample? It's all blind. This is sample A48.
Yeah, this one is like we are in our lab. We are cupping like everything like blindly, so that we don't know like which sample is this.
So that the flavors of the coffees do the work and the flavor attributes. That's what it counts, right?
Yeah. I can say this one has like a really like an intense aroma with like really perfumey flavors.
Yeah. So the auction is July 10th, right?
Yep.
How many lots will be in the auction, you think?
We are expecting like some around like 26, 27. Maybe like if it is too many, we are like expecting like around 28 lots.
Yeah, I've been, Bahailu, Rachel and I have been cupping all these lots We're very excited. I think this is a top year. It's also an important year, the 10th anniversary of a productive Gesha village estate, and we're going to make many buyers happy with these coffees. Don't you think so?
I can guarantee that one, because like all our coffees are like year to year we are like adding like some steps to our processing.
Yeah.
So this year it
Cool.
is going to be like an exciting year for us.
So next we are going to visit the processing warehouse where all the lots, also the auction lots, will be prepared for the export. And then we will of course visit the roastery. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
We can do that. Yes.
So now I'm in the compound of the Gesha Village Coffee Processing Center. So all these coffees, the washed coffee comes in the parchment, the natural coffee in the dried husk, and the honey processed as well, comes here, and here it's being processed for shipment. So all the different clients throughout the world, they expect their coffee to be processed at the best possible standards. And so we're going to see inside this warehouse, Bahailo is going to explain us what's happening here. So let's go in. I'm very curious to see all of this. Hey, Bahailo.
Hey, hello again.
Good to see you again, man.
Good to see you again
Yeah.
too.
Now, he is going to follow us while we walk through here, and you just explain very quickly what we see around us, right?
Yeah.
So now here we are inside. I see here a lot of boxes, but maybe you can explain me what's happening here. This is boxes for packaging. This is the scale.
So this is like our boxes for packaging like our export coffees. So when the coffee is coming, this is the place where when we are using like our weigh balance here.
Yeah.
We are unloading the coffee here.
It's a massive scale, yeah.
Yeah, it's a massive scale. It's like capacity of like 1,000 kg.
Let's walk that way because I'm very curious to see that equipment.
Yeah. This is like where we are unloading, and this is some of the export packaged coffees.
Wow,
like
so
ready
this is
for exporting.
So all of these boxes, what is this? Is all vacuum packed?
100%. Like
It's all vacuum packed coffee. So it's basically hardly any coffee leaving in the traditional burlap bags, right?
Yeah.
So this is the way of doing business with super specialty coffee,
Coffees.
like Gesha Village. How many kilos is in one box?
This one is 15 kg for one box.
Okay.
Yeah, we also have like a 30 kg boxes, but our client especially requested for 15 kg,
Yeah.
so we do it like this for him.
And the clients are, where are they? Which
Yeah,
countries?
They are like in many countries. Majority of our clients is like in Asia.
In Asia,
like
right?
China,
Yeah.
Taiwan.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Let's walk on.
Yeah.
And now I see here this section with a lot of equipment, and just explain us briefly what this equipment does.
Yeah, this is like our receiving hopper for the coffee. As you can see, the coffee was already like loaded on the hopper and then ready for processing these coffees.
Yeah.
So we are loaded here. Beneath this one, there is like a magnet which is like capable of like
Okay.
trapping like stones,
Okay.
metals,
The stoner, and the magnet, yeah.
mag or something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
And then here, what do we have?
So here, like after the coffee was like after we start the processing, so the coffee is coming here. This one is like a stoner. So the stones are like coming from here. If there is like a lot of dust, plus like husks, the husks are coming away from the.
Yeah, but we're going to see the equipment run, right? You're going to turn it on for me?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
we
that
can
will
do
be cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So here we are inside the warehouse. Bahailo, this looks very impressive. I see a lot of boxes. I see a lot of bags with coffee. I see a lot of equipment. I see some women there sorting coffee. Explain me what's going on here.
Yeah, like today we are like basically like hand picking the coffees and like packaging. So our process starts like from there, from the weighing
So
balance.
the coffee comes in there by the balance, by the scale.
Yeah, with the balance, with
Yeah.
the scale, and then we are going to weigh our coffee there. Next to that, we are going to store the coffees next to the boxes.
Cool,
So
yeah.
after the coffee was like stored, we need to wait like 2-3 days after the coffee was resting, and then we directly go to the processing section to process our coffees.
And so in the processing section, so there the equipment, the coffee follows different passes through the equipment. First, what is first? First is the hulling, or first is the screening, or the sorting? What is first?
No, first we need to unload the coffees into the hopper. Like
Yeah.
we have like a hopper downstairs. So we have, let's say we have like 6-7 loads. So we are milling our coffee like separately. So we enter like one load at the hopper. After the hopper, there is an elevator which takes the coffee directly to the destoner. This destoner is going to take out like some husks, some stones, something like that from the coffee.
And and we know as roasters, we don't want stones in our roasting machine. We don't want them in our roasted coffee. We don't want them in our grinder.
Of
Continue.
course, that is why like the stoner is there to remove like these dust, these stones or like some kind of metals. We also have like some magnet downstairs, which is able to absorb like the metal from the coffee. So the stoner is there. Then the stoner is going to clean everything. After the stoner, we are going for the grader, which is going to grade like the coffee by
Yeah.
screen size.
Okay.
We have like different screen sizes.
And screen size, in terms of roasted coffee, is also important because when we roast coffee, we want the coffee beans to be of a uniform size. That helps the consistency of the roast and the predictability of the outcome of the roast, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So we do the screening like there, because the screening is one part of like the quality control
Yeah.
pointers. We do the screening. So according to our,
Cool.
we do like most of the time 14 plus, but our customers like request is what they want, and we can do like 16 plus, 18
And,
plus.
and we're going to see the equipment up close, and then in the first section you have a lot of ladies are sorting coffee. And why do you do this by hand? Why not with machines?
Yeah, this is like really a good question, because like most people like in Ethiopia, they do like with color sorter. So color sorter is not 100% efficient, like removing
Okay.
all the defects.
Yeah.
So we do like the hand cleaning. So eye is better than like a camera,
Yeah.
like we know.
And so the importance of this is, again, to emphasize, is these coffees from Gesha Village, on average, they're sold at prices that are 2, 3, 4, 5 times higher than the average in Ethiopia. And so here we do the utmost to make sure that the quality is just super top notch.
Yes.
And so how many micro lots, how many shipments do you prepare per year for these clients? Hundreds, right?
Like 150s.
Wow,
I can
that's
say,
amazing.
Yeah, we are like
Yeah.
more than like 150s.
Yeah.
So all these lots are milled like separately
Yeah.
and hand picked like correctly. Yeah.
So let's climb down and look at the equipment up close. We're going to turn it on, and then we were going to see also how the sorting is evolving. And then after that, we will look at the roasting section in this amazing compound.
Great. Yeah.
Cool.
Let's do that.
So now he has been turning on the equipment on this huge pedal. Now we start getting a lot of noise and sound. And so now the sound gets more and more. Let's go and check out this equipment. Get the camera closer. Wow, it is dust, and I see these dancing coffee beans. Amazing. And this is the holler and the polishing machine, right?
Yeah. But since we are producing natural coffees now, for now we are not using it. So this is the process
And then
here. So as you can see, this a grader which separates coffee by size.
Yeah.
So we have, as you can see, we have different sizes. Let's wait for the coffee. That's the crash coffee. This is 1040. And this one is, I think I say, much bigger size, which is like 16 plus. And then if you can go here, this one is an 18 plus coffee. So according to our customers, we are producing this coffee like separately. And so we make sure like all the things are same. This is gravity separator. After grading, our coffee is coming through this machine, which is a gravity separator. It is a five grader actually. It grades by density. So the density of it grades by density. The lower the density, they are coming through this one, and then the bigger density, they are going for the export. So as you can see, there is two types. This one is going to be out. This coffee has like the lower density, which is going out, and then the higher the density of the uniform, this coffee, which is going to the hand sorting plate as easy. So we are going to get them by type.
Hello again. This is the section where we do hand picking for all our coffees, which is like milled in this warehouse. So we have basically two parts of like hand sorting. The first one is like the cleaning part, which is we do for the broken beans, for the green beans and extra like sand, stone, something like that. We do that like on the first hand sorting section. The second section is like the cleaning of like the first part, which is going to be removing of all the defects from the coffee. As you can see, this is like a multiple coffee, which is multiple defects together. When I can sort out this one, basically we have here we have like the green beans, we have broken beans, we have parchment coffee with parchment. This one is insect attacked coffees, and this one is black beans. So it is important like to remove these coffees from different parts of the coffee in order to get like clean cup qualities, free from the defect. So this is the end result will be like free of these all defects.
I'm always so intrigued when I come into these processing warehouses, and I just want to explain to you the importance of this process, as you've seen it. Ooh, I'm picking up this 7.5 kilo vacuum bag. This is a zero defect selection. In the upcoming Gesha Village auction, July 10th, where you can purchase samples and register to participate as a bidder, we go for absolutely zero defects. That's really important. If you want to learn about this process of grading, then you can study this SCA washed coffee Arabica grading book, and you can of course come to Boot Coffee Campus because we will teach you all about this. But here I just want to show you here in this grading mat, like if I have a bunch of these defects that I sort out, then on this mat and on this paper I can literally categorize them, put them in the right place so that I can measure the physical quality of the coffee. And the importance of this is, again, that when you start roasting the coffee, you want the coffee not only to be of uniform screen size, of uniform density, but you also want to remove these. So this was a really interesting episode because it shows you what happens before roasting. In the next episode, next month, we're going to focus on the roasting that takes place both at Gesha Village, where we see Bahailu, who you already met, inaugurating roasting with the W15A roasting machine. And I'm also going to explain more in detail a bit about the varieties at Gesha Village and how to read those varieties in order to make certain roasting planning decisions. So that will be fun as well. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Stay safe, have fun. See you somewhere in the wonderful world of coffee.